Welcome to Source BMX. I'm Van Homan here in Waldo, Florida for Swamp Fest. I'm here with Bethany Hedrick. We're gonna check out her Kink Odyssey build. Bethany's a shredder, she's a simple session champion, and an all-around ripper, park, street, she can do it all. So let's check out your bike, Bethany.
Cheer. Cheer.
All right, Bethany, you're riding the Kink cross-cut frame, short geometry, 75.5 head tube, 12.5 rear end. You're a short human, so you've got a short top tube, 20 inches. Break down this frame for us and what you like about it.
Well, of course, I'm like 5'2" on a good day. I'm like a wee little girl, so 20-inch top tube. I rode like a handful of 20.5s, 20.25s, but I don't know, I just went straight to a 20-inch and it feels great for tail whips, spinning, you know, hard grinds. The back end, super short, 12.5, great for tail whips, and just like, it's not too twitchy too. Like, I was scared of it being very like responsive and not being able to handle jumping really well. But I mean, I've been able to like ride parks and feel stable, so it's an all-around great frame. So
perfect. And what's this colorway we got here?
Serpent purple.
I love serpent purple. It's got a fade.
I know, it looks like a maroon and a different type of light, and then like brown. I know.
Sparkles. It kind of sparkles in the Florida sun.
I know. Get them at the Kink tent, dog. There's one at the Kink tent.
All right, Bethany, let's take a look at your steering. You've got the Kink track stem and the Kink Handlebars. Obviously a front load stem. Also, bars look pretty good size for being such a small human. What is it you like about this setup?
Well, I've been going back and forth between top load and front load, but I always ride smaller bars. I really don't go anything above a 9. Okay. These are 8.75s, and they feel great. The back sweep, I think, is like 12 degrees. So I used to ride like 4-piece bars that like had like no back sweep. Okay. So they're pretty straight, but so it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but I like it so far.
But it's like more comfortable in your wrist with a little more back sweep? Gotcha.
And then like the front load stem just drops down a little bit, and I don't know, helps me feel more over the bike.
Yeah, I imagine like you said, same with tail whips, like having that leverage getting over top of your bars,
Feels good.
Forks, you've got the Odyssey, 41 thermals, R25s. So obviously a 25mm offset, seems like kind of middle of the road, not too twitchy, but yet still responsive.
Yeah, I mean, I've been riding these forks for God knows how long, probably like since I started riding. I've gone from the 32 to the 25, but I mean, 25's like happy medium. I like it, it's sick.
And what about, it's got a good tapered legs that keeps you from getting hung up on grinds?
Yeah, for sure. The legs on them forks, bro.
No snags?
No snags.
All right, Bethany, let's take a look at your drivetrain. Let's start with the Odyssey Thunderbolt cranks. You're riding 165, something I personally love about them. They're easy to assemble with the specially designed wedge cluster. They're a 2-piece design, so that makes it simple, just one bolt.
Yeah, I mean, I love these cranks. 165, just short enough for, you know, just my size and stature. I don't really need my legs to be spreading far apart because I got tiny legs. But yeah, I like these cranks. They look slick. I don't know. I don't know much about cranks, but I fucking like them. Yeah.
All right, Bethany, let's take a look at your plastic. You've got the Kink Hemlock pedals. You've got the Kink Utility Guard sprocket. And we've also got, what kind of pegs we running here?
I think the Odyssey Graduate PCs. Okay. Yeah, the 4.75 ones.
Oh, so you got the longer pegs?
Yeah.
What's that help you get done?
It just helps you stay on grinds longer. Like, if I found with like the 4.5 ones, I was slipping off really easy, but the long ones give me that extra room to, you know, just grind and stay locked in.
Perfect. And what about the pedals?
I don't know, they're just your typical plastic pedals. They feel good, the pins are nice.
They hold up, heat-treated spindle?
Yeah, and like the platform's pretty like good for my feet. I got small feet, so I don't really need that much of a platform, so. Yeah.
And why do you choose a guard sprocket?
I've been really liking the just like sprocket grind, like crank arm grinds. Do a couple sprocket batches here and there, like on some spines and stuff. So it just, you know, extra security for the sprocket, make sure she's running all smoothly.
And what size gear ratio do you run?
I think 28 to 9.
28-9, so a little bit bigger, a little bit of up gear?
Yeah, little legs can't go that fast, man. I need that extra push.
So, okay.
I don't know, my dad always made me ride a 28-9, so.
Bethany, I noticed you're only running 3 pegs. Why do you choose 3 pegs over 2 or 4 or none?
So I do a lot of like 270 Smiths and maybe some Oppo Smiths. I also do a couple crooked grinds here and there, but I always found that the 4th peg, it's fun doing 4th peg, like Oppo Feebles and Oppo double pegs, but I always get scared shitless when I do tail whips.
Gotcha, you don't want to catch that foot.
No,
Yeah.
that's scary. So I don't know. I like the 3 pegs. I like the look. That's just how I like it.
All right, Bethany, one thing I love about Odyssey is its wheels. You can get an amazing wheel set, high performance at an affordable price. You've got the anti-gram cassette hub laced to the classic hazard lights, the classic Vendora front hub up here. Got the female axles, clean, affordable, and super strong.
Yeah, I go back and forth between free coaster and cassette, so I don't know. I really like the cassette recently, just with like the whole pedal pressure tricks, tire taps, full cabs. I don't know, I like getting jibby with the cassette. I also just like the look of faking on a cassette. I think it's super sick. And yeah, I've been riding the Odyssey complete wheels for forever, so tried and true.
Yeah,
They're sick.
I mean, it really is like classic, and you don't have to stress out about building a custom wheel.
Yeah.
You know, it all comes with all the hub guards.
Yeah, out of the box, ready to rip. Maybe a couple like tweaking the spokes every couple sessions, but
yeah,
that's about it, man.
All right, Bethany, you've got the Odyssey K-Light tires on here. Obviously, you got a little bit of traction to these. It looks more like a dirt tire to me. What do you like about these?
I don't know. I rode the super circuits for a while when I was like riding mostly park stuff. I loved how light they were. They were like 2.4s too, so they were really big. But when I was out in the streets, I found the sidewalls would kind of just like not last as long as a regular tire.
Okay.
And, you know, but these tires are like all around just great for everything. I really don't have a problem riding with them in the streets. Durable, they're light, they're 2.25 I think width, so they're a little skinnier, and yeah, they feel great.
What tire pressure do you run?
Typically 55, maybe 65 if I'm like riding a wood park or whatever.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty solid. I mean, that's pretty solid pressure for someone light, you know? Like,
yeah.
So you like the tires? You like the tires?
Yeah.
Feel solid.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so your seat, you've got the Kink Nathan Williams seat. He's got the stylish corduroy look. How important is your seat shape and your seat size?
I like fat seats. I don't know, I can't do it the stealth seats or like the leather seats. They just mess with me. They hurt when I like don't land stuff. Straight to the bum, get a bruised butt cheek, sucks. So this thing lasts. It's nice and cushioned.
And what about the height? You got it up there pretty good. I mean,
yeah,
is that for the bars?
Like a fistful.
You know,
That's what I've always been taught.
Is that for the handlebars?
Yeah, bar spins, T-bogs.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Bethany, thank you for sharing your Kink Odyssey build with us today. Everybody, make sure to go on the Source Bike Builder. There you can see pricing, spec, and availability for everything Bethany is riding. sourcebmx.com.
Hell yeah.